One of the most important tools to avoid bankruptcy in the ride-sharing world, whether driving for Uber or Lyft, is to actually be aware of what you are genuinely earning. What up, folks? Once again, it is your boy Tim with another ride-sharing video. Now, I'm actually responding to content on the Rideshare Guys channel. Sergio, many of you folks in rideshare are familiar with the content on that channel. Sergio was interviewing a woman named Danielle, pictured here. And she was stating, like many drivers do, that she enjoyed the flexibility of being a gig worker as opposed to working in the W-2 environment. No problem there. However, she also stated that she used to be a banker and she also was involved in auto sales. And one of her main reasons for getting out of that and getting into the W-2 world, or better yet, the ride-sharing world, is that she earned more money as a ride-share driver than she did as a banker or dealing with auto sales. Now, I'm listening to her numbers, and all sorts of eyebrow raises are happening with yours truly. Now, auto sales and a banker in the greater Los Angeles area. I'm not in that market. I'm not in that area. I don't know what the median pay is in that area, but she stated as a rideshare driver, her goal is to earn between $200 and $250 per day. Now, as a W-2 employee, $200 a day is $1,000 a week, just rounding it around. $1,000 a week, $52,000 a year is what you'll be earning in a W-2 world if you are making $1,000 a week. $1,250 a week, which is on the upper end of her estimation. $1,250 per week. Now you're talking $65,000 per calendar year, or $31.25 an hour. Now, I will credit the fact that she says she averages about 30 hours a week, and my numbers are based on a W-2 employee working 40 hours a week. So that is not lost in the calculations. Understand that. But just to suggest that she says she's making more in ride sharing than the W-2 world. If you're earning $1,000 a week, she says she wants to make $200 a day. Let's just say she wants to make $1,000 per week. How does that really equate to more than a typical banker or somebody in auto sales would be earning? $1,000 a week, as we already stated, was $20 per hour. That's quite low in today's world. Wages have went up. There are fast food joints out there damn near paying $20 an hour now. Certainly $15 an hour at a fast food restaurant is not hard to find, flipping burgers. Now, in her case, $1,000 a week, W-2 wise, that's $20 an hour. When you are a rideshare driver, you're spending anywhere from about $5 to maybe as much as $10, depends on how efficient you are, $10 per hour to keep the damn car running. You're spending tanks of fuel, multiple tanks per week. At least $5 an hour minimum when you're talking about the depreciation, wear and tear, extra you're paying for auto insurance that a regular W-2 does not have to pay. No denying that $20 an hour as a rideshare driver is actually probably anywhere from between $12 and $15 an hour, because you got to deduct the hourly amount that's coming from you to keep your car moving. So now we're talking barely what burger flippers make. It just baffles the mind how she believed earning $1,000 to $1,250 per week as a rideshare driver is more than what she was making as a banker. I don't know how low bankers pay, but damn, is it that fucking low? Like I stated, even if you're making $1,250 per week, that was the high end of her goal. Let's say she makes $1,250 a week. That comes out to around $3,125. Little bit more competitive now, but still, if you take $5 to $6, $7 an hour away from that 31, now you're talking $25 an hour or even less. That still seems competitive to someone in banking. Are bankers making that low? In Los Angeles, I can see maybe in the middle of Mississippi somewhere, but in the Los Angeles area, are they really making well under 20 bucks an hour still? Because I don't see how it should be a clear-cut picture that as a rideshare driver, you're making more money. And keep in mind, we are only talking numbers so far. We didn't mention the fact that the banker gets some form of health care. Most bankers, their company is giving them, even if it's bullshit insurance, it will cover stuff. We get nothing as a rideshare driver. Unemployment insurance. She, as a banker, is contributing to her own Social Security, which will give her more once she reached the age of retirement. Perhaps most banks are contributing at least something towards her 401k. So they're giving you additional money there. As long as you make a contribution, they may match it anywhere between 1% and 6%. There's no damn way you're making more as a rideshare driver in 2023 than you would have as a banker, bringing in $1,000 to $1,250 per week. Where's my math going wrong on this? Let me know. What the hell am I missing? Am I skipping something that would make her claim correct? That she made more as a rideshare driver with Uber and Lyft than she did as a banker? I mean, just the workers' comp, the healthcare contributions, the retirement contributions, contributing to your Social Security because they're taking taxes out, unemployment insurance just in case you lose your job. That alone has got to be worth several dollars per hour in addition to the 15, 20 bucks an hour, whatever the hell you're making as a W-2 employee. We become rideshare drivers for flexibility. But in terms of earning more as a gig worker driving for Uber or Lyft than you would in a W-2 world, my belief that is in most markets, that time may have passed. There certainly was a time 5, 6, 7 years ago where you damn sure could have made more as a rideshare driver. But the salaries or the fares in rideshare has went down so much that I don't know if that is necessarily true at this point. I just can't see it. When you're really tearing your car up and spending that much money per day just simply to keep the vehicle operating. Whereas as a W-2 employee, you're probably driving 20 miles or less to work in the morning and 20 miles or less back home. You're not really doing anywhere near the type of damage. As a rideshare driver full time, 2 years and your car is pretty much starting to be at the end of its lifespan. If you're driving full time, 2 to 3 years max, and that car is well over 100,000 miles. You could engage in the W-2 world for a decade and may not put 100,000 miles on a vehicle. So I don't know. I want to ask you folks, $1,000 a week to $1,250 on the high side. Is she really making more in the ride sharing world than she would have even in a field like being a banker or selling vehicles or used car sales? I don't know if she was a secretary or what, but I didn't go deep into the different aspects of banking or the different aspects of auto sales because $20 an hour has got to be entry level. I mean, most jobs for adults that expect you to work there full time, that's the bottom scale. Because as I stated, you can be a burger flipper now and damn near make $20 an hour. But let your boy know in the comments, where the hell did I go wrong? Is my math really that off? Maybe she's correct. How about you? Currently in 2023, do you believe your ride sharing income is significantly more than you could make as a W-2 employee? Or do you still drive because you appreciate the flexibility, but you know you would make more as a day worker or at work in a W-2 job? Let your boy know in the comments. As always, subscribe to the damn channel. See you in the next video.